Hello, hello, hello. This is Robin from Roaming with Rover, and this is Finish It Friday. I know, not what you're used to seeing. We are back at the house. It is okay. This Finish It Friday is going to be different because I have absolutely nothing to show you, and I warned you guys last week that I was probably going to not have anything to show you because I finished everything last Friday. And I knew this week was going to be weird with so much going on and rearranging and moving of stuff and getting things set up to start all the new projects. And then we had some issues and some things. And so I have nothing to show you. No projects, no anything. I showed you all my whips. I dug all that stuff out. And so I was getting all of that stuff in order and making all my lists and checking it twice and making a schedule. I guess I could show you that if you care. Here's my schedule. And I've even done this differently because I had already done sort of a list because I've got that crochet book and I had this crochet book. I had done this crochet book. And what I had done was, just like I'd done the year before, I have been frantically writing down everything in this crochet book. But what it wasn't doing for me was there was no order. And so what I did was I went and I rewrote everything. Everything that I had listed in there. I just rewrote it up nice and neat and tidy. And then I separated it out again into crochet projects, knit projects, and other projects. Other types like beaded things and cross stitch and things like that. So I separated that out into type of project because I got to thinking, as I was writing things out, I felt like I had a ton of knit projects. But it ended up there weren't that many. They just seem overwhelming because, you know, it's knit. Scary. And then I broke it out into a schedule. And I do this. Okay. The way my mind works is on Monday I'll work on this, and on Tuesday I'll work on this, and on Wednesday I'll work on that. So every day of the week has an assigned, not project, but Sunday is knitting day, Monday is crocheting day, Tuesday is beading day, that kind of a thing. And I mostly stick to it, but not always. And then within that, I wrote down, as a for instance, Sunday is knitting day. Well, I've got knitting classes scheduled on Sunday, which is why I chose Sunday for knitting day. And so the project that I'm going to be working on is what I'm working on in knitting class. And I've got the knit along starting on Sunday. So those are my knit projects that are going to be the first two things on my list to knit on. Makes sense, right? I have 2 crochet days. So Monday I have a project, and then on Thursday, which is my other crochet day, I have a project for very different reasons. One project, Thursday's project, has a deadline. So I need to set aside time to work on that project every week. Otherwise, I'll just work on stuff I want to work on. So that's kind of and I also planned things like, I know there's days where I have, like on Saturdays, Saturdays, I'm at the shop. There's a lot of stuff going on. That's the day I record most of my videos. Sometimes I have time to work. I always take something with me. I rarely have time to work on anything. But if somebody comes in and has crochet questions, I will sit down and crochet for a few minutes. So I have to take something on that day that's really easy, that doesn't take a lot of thought, that I can pick up and set down, pick up and set down. So there's a thought process behind all of this. Or as usual, I'm making it too complicated. There's that too. So that's how I have set aside, that's how I have scheduled what is going to get worked on. I have whips built into here, the existing whips. So every once a week, I have a day set aside for whips, and I have them not in a certain order, but I've got my first one pulled and ready to go to work on that day. And then as things get worked on or added to, they'll get marked off over here on the master list. So that's kind of how I'm planning on working my thing. There's no possible way I could get this all done in 1 year. There's just no possible way. And I've already added things to it since I created the list. So, but that's what this week has been. Sort of a reset, getting organized, getting things put together. Type of a thing. And that's what's been going on there. Not to mention appointments and paperwork and all this adulting stuff, which has completely gotten in the way of doing anything that I want to do. So, what we do have to talk about though is Joann fabrics. Everybody knows they've been having this wonderful sale. Wonderful sale. Oh my gosh, the yarn sale, and everybody's been showing all the great things they've been getting at Joann's. I have not gotten a lot of things. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I'm not going to do an unboxing from Joann's because everybody's gotten the stuff and everybody's showing the stuff and it's pretty much all the same stuff. But then I had a thing. I had an issue. And I decided I was going to talk about Joann again. Not so much an unboxing, a little bit of an unboxing, but more my issue with Joann. And you saw the picture at the beginning. Still drinking my tea from my tea advent calendar. So here's the deal with Joann. When you go into the store and buy something that they have on sale, they may or may not have it. I mean, and that's the thing in any store. But with Joann's, it seems like there's a higher chance that they're not going to have it. So what I have started doing, especially when they've got a big sale, like they've had this last couple of weeks, big blowout sale on their yarn. What I have started doing is, first you go online and you look at the stuff and you put the stuff in your cart and you check your store and you see if they have it or not. And sometimes you have, so like in our city, there's 3 stores. And what you end up doing is you have to go to all 3 stores to get the 4 skeins of yarn that you want. And of course, none of it's going to match on the dye lots. That's a whole different debacle. Went through that last year to get, I needed 6 skeins of yarn, and to get matching dye lots, it took me 1 solid year of ordering and returning to get 6 matching dye lots. But that's a different story. So I'm just getting a few odds and ends of things. Not a huge haul because I don't need a lot of stuff, but I had a couple little things that I wanted to make, and I got a couple of orders for some hats, so I wanted to get a little bit of yarn. just a little bit. I mean, a little bit. And I had gotten a couple of gift cards for Christmas. And so I wanted to get some storage containers, those little things that they remind me of fishing tackle boxes, right? And they were on sale, big sale, big sale. So you go look online, you're looking at the stuff. They don't have it in the store. Or they have it, but you got to go to 4 different stores to get it. So usually if you put something in your cart at Joann's and leave it there for a couple of hours, ding, you're going to get an email. Hey, you left something in your cart. If you finish your order, we'll give you this 25% off coupon. 25% off on top of the sale prices. And even if you don't do that, even if you don't wait for that, almost always they have, if you order this online, and then go pick it up in the store, you get 20% off. Just almost always. So right off the top, I'm generally going to do that anyway. Especially if I know what I'm looking for and I know the colors and that sort of thing. Okay, so I fill up my cart. I wait for my coupon. Ding, here comes my 25% off coupon. I've got the stuff in my cart. And I don't have a lot. It's under $100. I have picked out 2. Nope, see, I'm getting confused. Because I ended up with 2 different orders. So this is what happened. First, I'm trying to order the organizer thingy bobbers. And I can't. I went to the store. They had one. They didn't have the other one. And one is bigger than the other one. And I want to see the size difference, but I can't tell. And I know I'm only going to keep one of them. And I told the lady, I went and I says, hey, and she goes, order it. Whatever you don't want, just return. Okay. So I went home, put my order in, and a couple of things of yarn. Just little, like two skeins of yarn. And that was like the day after Christmas. The day after Christmas, I put that order in. And these were kind of expensive items. I mean, they're ridiculous. Like, they're like $70, $80, half off. And I wait. Well, then all the yarn stuff. And I decided, I'm looking at the basic stitches on sale for like $2.50 or $2.75 something. And then you get that extra 25% off. And then I decided I needed some yarn, just some really, they have their big twist pound things on sale for $6.99. And then you get the extra 25% off. Guys, that's pretty darn cheap. So I get I get some black and some white and I think maybe a red. Really small order, under $100, under $100. So I put a few things together and I got to pick this at that store and this at that store and this at that store. And this is what messed me up. I needed some snaps and they're kind of a specialty snap. They're big. And I put it in my cart and I got this funny little notice that said, small amount available. Check notes. I'm like, okay. So I checked the notes and it said that you're going to have to come to the store to get it. Well, I'm coming to the store to get it anyway, so I don't see what the deal is. Okay. So I get to the bottom of my cart of my thing and it tells me how much it is and it shows my 25% off. And I hit pay. And it's charging me a fee for shipping. I'm like, I didn't order anything to be shipped. So I go back to my order and look at it. They have converted my entire order to a shipping order. I don't want a shipping order. I want my stuff now. I want to go to the store and pick it up because like I said, I had an order for these hats and I needed the yarn to make the hats. And I needed my stupid snaps that day. Because as you know, when you order something from Joann's, it's going to take weeks and it's going to come in 47 different boxes. And if they are out of something, they just don't send it to you. So if you need 4 of something, you might get 2, you might get 3, you might get 0. All right. So there's a helpline. So I call the helpline. The helpline no longer works. They get so many calls, gee, I wonder why, that now they just want you to send an email. So I send the email. We get so many emails, we'll get back to you. So they got back to me the next day, and the next day it says, oh, sorry, when your order gets there, just take it to the store and return it. We can't cancel the order once it's submitted. I did not submit an order. I would not have paid shipping for something I can go a mile away for and pick up. So I go down to the store and I said, hey, this happened. And I gave her the whole story. And she goes, there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. We have zero control. We can't cancel the order. There's nobody we can talk to. And she gave me the same phone number. And I tell her, I go, that number isn't a number anymore. It does nothing. She didn't even know that. Okay. I said, can I at least wander around the store and pull the items that I need and you'll honor the 25%? Yes, 100%. So she did that. So I wandered around the store, picked up the items that I needed, which of course I couldn't get everything I needed at that store, which I already knew, but I got my snaps because they had them right there in the store. I don't know what the issue was. And then we drove across town to the other store. I got a few more things over there and still couldn't get everything that I wanted in my order. But because I'm now in person, I can see some of the things that I had thrown in my cart were some things that I would not have gotten. So I did not get them. And if I had been at the store and looked at my order, I would have just right there returned them right now. You know, stuff's going to be coming in the mail. And then you got to dink around with that whole mess. So now the boxers are starting to arrive. It has been 2 weeks. And the first box gets here. And it's ginormous. And then a couple of days later, the second box gets here. And it's pretty big. And I'm like, okay, that's got to be yarn. And the third box gets here. And it's little. It's little-ish. And it is beat up. It is beat up. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting for my big storage box. And so I start looking at the things, and it says, it's going to be delivered tomorrow. It's going to be delivered tomorrow. And then it says, your order's been delivered. And I'm like, my order has not been delivered. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on? Let me show you what they have done. Okay. So, first box, huge. I can't even hold it. You saw it in the video. So the first box that gets here, which is huge and full of this stuff, packed full of that stuff. And I'm telling you, this box is, in fact, say on here, usually it says on here how big boxes are. It's huge. It's huge. This box has 4 skeins of Big Twist Plush, which I'm going to be making a crab out of. And I hope I have enough. Because this is a funny thing. I ordered a pattern from a lady who makes these gorgeous amigurumi patterns. Gorgeous. Didn't say how much yarn I needed. I've never ever ordered a pattern where it didn't say how much yarn I needed. But from making other amigurumis, I think 4 is probably enough. I wish I'd have got one more. but I ordered 4. I'd rather go buy one more if I need it. So this huge box. Ugh. 4 of these. Okay. So that's the yarn for my crab. And this. Okay. This is the storage thing that I ordered. It opens on the top, and this is for my beading stuff. So I thought this would be good for all my bead stuff. It's got a big open space here. I can put my projects in there while I'm working on them. And then this thing opens here. I'm not sure why this folds down. I don't know why it doesn't just open. And then these things come out, and then you've got storage in all of these. So I thought these would be good for my beads, all my bead stuff. Got a littler one on the top, and then 2 small ones, 2 bigger ones. This is the medium size. This one is 13 by 10 by 13. Okay, this is the medium size. So I ordered the medium and the large so that I could see which is which and which one I'm going to want to keep. Okay, that's what came in the huge, huge box. 4 skeins of yarn and this. Okay, let me move this out of the way. See, giant box. So then this box shows up, 18 by 12 by 12. Because when they make the deliveries, they tell you what box size it is. And I'm like, okay. So this box is the yarn that I did not put on. Why does that thing keep dinging? That I did not put on to be delivered to me, that I had put on that I will pick up. And it has one thing of the Big Twist pound. So $6.99 and 25. Well, see, then I didn't even get the 25% off, because when you order it online, you don't get the 25% off. So $6.99, which still is not bad. That's a black one. This is a white one. And you guys, this has over 1,000 yards of yarn. It's a 17-ounce ball with over 1,000 yards of yarn. I got Big Twist in a few different colors because I'm working on a project that takes 5 colors of Big Twist. Aren't those beautiful? These do not... Oh, that's funny. No, I lied. See, I said Big Twist, and that's not what I was thinking. I got Basic Stitch, and I had ordered 5 different colors, but couldn't get all 5. And in fact, I don't even see all 5 in here. No, they're not all in here. So I've got these 3. The other 2 are not even in here. I ordered a skein of red and a skein of, what is this called? Sahara Splash. And this is just kitchen cotton so that I can make a chicken pot holder. I was trying to find a chicken color. Does that look like a chicken color to you? Where's my camera? Chicken color. I think that looks like a chicken. It's hard to find a chicken color. And this, which is not at all what I wanted. Not at all. It's Big Twist Gentle Anti-Pilling Acrylic. Which, now that I have it in my hand, I never even saw it in the store. But now that I have it in my hand, I'm thinking it is their equivalent. Yes, it is their equivalent to Basic Stitch. It's anti-pilling, 100% acrylic. They feel identical. Oh, haha. They're calling this a number 5 bulky. Not. There's no way this is a bulky. 100 grams is 131 yards. Boy, oh boy, have to do a WPI on that. Okay, so the Basic Stitch, okay, it is bigger than the Basic Stitch, but not by much. Wow, look at this. Look at that. And they're calling that a number 5 bulky. Not by much. Wow. Well, this is not at all what I was looking for. That would make a pretty crab, though. What I was looking for, actually, I was looking for this to make a crab, a smaller crab, but what I was looking for was almost like that velvety stuff, that thinner velvet stuff to make a smaller crab out of. Have to work some of this up. See, and this box of yarn is all packed nice and neat with the packing material. So that's the second box that came. This is the stuff that, I wonder how much this was, because I don't like this. This is the stuff that I did not order to be shipped. Yeah, so on top of that, I paid shipping. Luckily, it was only $2.99 shipping. And instead of just getting it at the store, which is what I had planned on doing. But never could find this at the store. It was out. Isn't that funny, the things that was out? And I went to all 3 stores and nobody even had this stuff. I do have one more box of yarn coming. And you know what's funny? Even you go to the store, and one store, I'm like, I'm looking for this. And they're like, yeah, we've never carried that. And you go to the next store, and it's like, yep, it's right there. Really? From store to store even. Okay. So then I get this little box. Yesterday. This little bitty box. And it's all beat up. And Mr. brings it in the house and sets it on the stack of the other boxes. I'm like, okay, that's probably the rest of the yarn. And I'm like, where in the heck is that other storage thing? And I keep watching, and it keeps saying, will be delivered, will be delivered, will be delivered. And then it says, your box has been delivered. And I'm like, no, it hasn't. No box has been delivered with something this big in it. No box has been delivered. And I'm looking at it again, and it says on box delayed, delivery delayed, will be delivered. And then you look at and you open up where you track your order, and it says has been delivered. And then it shows this really blurry picture of brown, and that's supposed to be their proof that it was delivered. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And then I look at it again, and it says it's going to be delivered today. And I'm like, all right. I'll wait till today and see what happens. And so I'm looking at this little box. And I'm like, that's got to be the rest of that yarn. And then I picked it up to move it, and I can hear things. And I'm like, that's not yarn. That's not yarn. I'm like, what have they done? What have they done? Let me show you what they've done. What they have done is shoved into this box with no packing. We packed up the yarn good because we don't want it to break. With no packing at all, they shoved into this box this little teeny tiny storage thing. The wrong one. So this one is the small size, and it is 11 by 7 by 10, which is really cute if you got Barbie size stuff. I do not have anything Barbie size. So this is the small. This is the medium. Where's my large? So I'm thinking, okay, I probably messed up. So I get out my little thing, my little order sheet, and I look it up. Your order has arrived. No, it hasn't. See, now this one is saying my order has arrived, and it hasn't. 16.5 inches. It's pink, and that's, I think, the problem, because this one is also pink. It's supposed to be 16.5 inches, not 11 inches. So, I have this little teeny tiny thing, which is really kind of cute. And if I had little tiny stuff, if I hadn't, this would be nice for taking back and forth to class, wouldn't it though? Except then you got to load all these, look at these little teeny tiny. If you did cross stitch, I don't think that even little cross stitch thingies would fit in there. Can you believe they crammed that thing in that box, didn't put any packing materials with it, and then just shipped it like that? And then you see how beat up that box is. So now I get to carry all this crud back to Joann's, fight with them because they sent the wrong thing. They show that they have mailed the right thing. I have no idea. I mean, I know what I got charged, and you know it's going to be a mess. You know it's going to be a mess. The only good thing is it's not, your box was delivered, but I have no box. Because that would have been way worse. Especially for an expensive item like this. I want to say this was, well, it was in the neighborhood of $50, even with it being on sale. I hate, and hate is a strong word. I know that. We're not supposed to say hate. I hate ordering anything from Joann's online. It never goes well. Never. And then when you go to return anything, they're like, do you have your receipt? Yeah, I got 1,400 receipts here. So that's what I get to do today. I get to go fight returning this thing. I still don't know if I want that one or the big one. I am of a mind to return it all and start over. And I was reading their return policies this morning. Even the yarn and stuff that I want to return, you don't get your shipping fee back, which, why should I get charged a shipping fee when I didn't order it to be shipped in the first place? And that's my Finish It Friday. So I'm going to go fight with Joann's, and I'll let you know next week how that came out. I am going to go to my local yarn store and find out exactly what kind of yarn I need to bring with me for my class on Sunday. Super excited about that. And why do I feel like I need to do that today? Because I could do that on my way home from work tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. I just don't want to wait till the last minute and have it be a thing. You know? And paperwork. I got to do paperwork. I have to call the insurance company. It's so fun adulting. So that's it. that's my Finish It Friday. I get to go fight with Joann Fabrics some more. The only good thing is the sale is over now, I think. I think the yarn sale is over now. And so they should be getting things back in stock. I did not buy a lot. You guys saw. And I got a little bit more coming, but not a ton. Because honestly, if it wasn't for getting the order for the crab and for the hats, that's the only reason I bought those pound doves. And, oh, I got a green one too, where that one didn't come yet. And then these storage things that I used my Christmas money with, I would not have put an order in. I wouldn't have. Now that basic stitch was a super good buy. And I'm using that on a project that you guys will see next week. Okay, that's it for this week. Please like, please subscribe. I hope you'll come watch bingo on Monday nights. I really hope that you'll come and join us with our knit along Sunday mornings. Even if you don't knit, if you just come and visit with us, we're going to be doing a 1 hour live, and it's just me, so I should be able to keep it to the 1 hour. Just come and visit with us and watch me fumble around with the knitting. So that is it. Finish It Friday. I should call it Frustration Friday this week. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.